I'm Cam. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron. We're three brothers who lead extraordinary lives.
Because we live and work in our family zoo. Caring for endangered animals along with a team of keepers.
And helping wildlife conservation projects around the world.
This is One Zoo 3.
We're travelling 250 miles east into Europe on a very cool fact-finding mission to visit a mega zoo in Belgium.
I can't believe we're actually here in Belgium. This is brilliant.
I know. I get to try Belgian waffle. Oh, Belgian waffle. Oh, what a shout. Banana, honey, maple syrup, chocolate sauce, strawberries, baked beans. Baked beans? Oh. Don't forget those sprinkles.
Okay, you two, enough waffling on about waffles.
Oh, you can see the zoo.
Oh, look at the size of this place. This is huge.
This zoo is roughly 10 times bigger than the One Zoo 3 zoo, and it's home to amazing animals from all over the world.
Wow, we're finally here. Belgium's famous Pairi Daiza zoo. Oh, come on, let's get exploring.
Also, do you think they'll have waffles? Oh, Cam.
What? I was just asking, guys.
We're going to be working with the zoo's top team of keepers to learn all about animals that are well adapted for life in the cold.
Yep, this zoo may be home to all kinds of awesome animals, but we want to meet their coolest creatures to help us learn about the amazing adaptations they have to live in the coldest parts of the world.
Oh, let's get cracking. It's going to be a brilliant day.
It's going to be very cool.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This time, prepare to be amazed.
Wow.
As Aaron meets some of the zoo's coolest residents in their purpose-built ice cave.
This is amazing. And look at all these penguins.
Tyler scoops the poop of some of the zoo's shaggiest residents.
There's quite a bit of poo in here.
And Cam gets up close with a mega marine species, the walrus.
This zoo is so big, one of the best ways to get around is by train.
It's home to 7,000 animals, including some of the largest land animals on the planet. Like these guys, the Asian elephants.
They are masters at keeping themselves cool because where they come from is very hot when it comes to the climate. So in order to keep cool, they'll flap their massive ears, go for a swim in lakes like this, squirt themselves with water, and also wallow in mud, which acts like a sunblock for them.
Those are some pretty cool ways to stay cool. But on today's mission, we're learning about how animals stay warm in the cold with some ultimate cold weather specialists.
We'll be looking at animals that come from the coldest regions on the planet, the Antarctic and the Arctic, to find out how they've adapted to survive in those extreme environments. First, I can't wait to meet some of the animals from the Antarctic region. Penguins! And I'm helping keeper Mathieu prepare their breakfast.
Good morning, Mathieu.
Hey!
At our zoo, we have lots of African penguins that would normally be found living along the coasts of Namibia and South Africa. But here they have Rockhopper, Gentoo and King penguins. And they all have a healthy appetite.
So I need you to help me to put the vitamins in the big earrings.
We're putting vitamins into the fish to make sure the penguins get all the nutrients they need.
They eat around like 1 kilo per animals for the king penguins.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fish.
Yeah, that's a lot of fish. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Because it's not that easy.
Eating fish helps the penguins build up an insulating layer of fat, which together with their thick feathers keeps them warm in freezing temperatures.
This is a really exciting experience for me. I've always been in love with cold weather penguins, so to be getting this close to Gentoos and Kings is very, very exciting. Oh, wow. Look at this place. This is a literal ice cave. There's even snow.
The giant ice cave is cooled to 4 degrees Celsius. That's about as cold as your fridge at home. It has a huge saltwater pool and a massive glass roof. The natural light, together with an artificial lighting system, mimics the cycle of the seasons in the penguin's natural environment, with dimmer light in winter and brighter, longer days in summer.
It's penguin feed time, and the way that we let them know that it's time to eat is by blowing the whistle 3 times.
Look at them, they're ready.
Here they come.
The Gentoos love this fishy mix of little herring and sprats.
This is so cool. The Rockhoppers are the smallest ones with these tiny little blonde tufts coming off their head. The Gentoos have got this white patch which goes across their head. And then the Kings, they're the tall ones, and they've got this beautiful golden streak down their front. Behind me are some of the king penguins here at the zoo, and really excitingly, these ones are sitting on eggs. Now, you can tell because at the bottom of their body, there's a bit of a lump coming out, and their feet are kind of tucked in. And that's them holding the egg in place, using their feathers to incubate that egg and keep it nice and warm.
And fingers crossed they do have chicks, as it'll be the first time in the zoo's history.
Thank you so much for this opportunity of working with the penguins. I've really appreciated it.
You're welcome. One last job for you.
What's this for?
You'll find out.
Aaron, flippers and a wetsuit.
Just like the oceans where they swim in the wild, the penguin pool is full of salty water, which must be kept clean. Tyler and I are behind the scenes in the zoo's massive pump room to find out how they do it.
The zoo is big on recycling, so the saltwater from the penguin, polar bear and walrus pools is treated over 2 days before it's reused back in the animals' pools.
And what's even more impressive than that is that it's all powered from their solar-panelled car park, making it super sustainable.
A staggering 93,786 solar panels line the roof of the zoo's car park. That's the size of 28 football pitches. They transform the sun's energy into electricity to power not only the water recycling plant, but also to keep the animals' habitats at the ideal temperature all year round.
And that's a fact. Speaking of facts,
Welcome to today's Fact or Fake, the part of the show where I test your knowledge on some amazing animals. And today I'm with Japanese macaques, which are also known as snow monkeys. They are the world's most northerly species of monkey, being found in the mountainous regions of Japan, where in the winter it can get very snowy and very cold.
Even to temperatures as low as minus 20 degrees Celsius.
So, these guys have been seen huddling together in large groups in order to use their body temperatures to keep warm. On top of that, in the warmer parts of the year, they will eat loads of high energy food so that way in the winter they've got a nice big fat storage, again keeping them nice and warm in these very cold parts of the world. Now it's time for today's Fact or Fake. Japanese macaques have been known to sit in hot springs and use them like baths in order to keep warm during the winter. So, is that a fact or is it fake?
I think it's fake.
Maybe a fake.
Fact?
I think that is fact.
Fact, because everyone likes to have a bubble bath.
If I lived in a cold place, that's what I'd want to do.
Those are all really good thoughts, but I can in fact tell you that it's a fact. Japanese macaques do indeed use hot springs like a hot bath to stay warm during winter, very similar to how we do. But what's even more remarkable is that conservationists believe that this was a learned behaviour that is passed down from generation to generation of macaque family, something that scientists only believe that humans could do. So it just goes to show how remarkable this primate species really is.
That is a cool way to keep warm. And the macaques aren't the only animals here at the zoo who are well adapted to freezing conditions. From the Antarctic all the way to the Arctic, incredible animals have developed amazing ways to help them cope with life in the cold. Like the extraordinary Golden Takin. Golden Takins live in the Qinling Mountains of China, where winters are bitterly cold.
A Golden Takin's nose is amazing. It has a sinus cavity that warms up the cold air before it goes into their lungs. Basically, their nose acts as a mini radiator. Although they look like a bit of a cross between a bison and a moose, they're actually more closely related to a sheep. They have these powerful bodies and long horns, which means they have very few predators.
But Golden Takin numbers are threatened by deforestation and hunting, and there are now thought to be only around 5,000 left in the wild, which is why zoos like this one are doing all they can to protect this rare species. I'm hitching a lift with Keeper Tom, who knows exactly what the Golden Takin like to eat.
I'm really excited. Tom and I are loaded up with Willow, ready to go and feed the Golden Takins. Can't wait to see how much they're going to enjoy this.
While the Takins chill out in their backyard, Tom and I have our work cut out cleaning their mountain home.
Oh, wow, what a habitat this is. What's the plan, mate?
Well, we're gonna start cleaning.
All right, let's get started. Let's start cleaning the poo.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
This is just like being back at home.
There's quite a bit of poo in here. Golden Takins are definitely just as messy as a lot of the animals at the One Zoo Free Zoo.
The zoo has designed this amazing habitat to reflect the mountains where the Golden Takins live in the wild.
Like this massive boulder. Huge logs which resemble fallen trees, because Golden Takins are excellent climbers. And this lovely undercover shelter to protect them from the sun.
In winter, Takins grow an extra layer of fur to keep them warm, and their skin gives off an oily substance that makes their coats waterproof. And it has a very peculiar smell.
It's a mixture of urine, dirt, earth. It's a little bit everything.
Thanks for telling me that after I've just put it up my nose.
With the Takins' habitat spruced up, it's time to lay out lunch.
Can I squeeze them all in?
Perfect.
All right, I think that's everything. Should we let them out?
Yeah.
Let's go let the Golden Takin out.
Let's see what they make of my handiwork.
Oh, wow, they're proper tucking in to all the browse that we've put out for them. It's amazing to see them come spread out through the habitat. They're climbing all up the rocks on the fallen tree over there. And I think they appreciate the nice, clean habitat they've got now. I think they did quite well. Anyway, I'm going to leave them to enjoy their food whilst I go and catch up with the boys. See you later, Takins.
The Takins love their food, a bit like Cam. But where is he?
Belgian waffle.
Not now, Cam.
Come on.
Cam, come on, see the animals.
Behind me are two individuals from a species that is arguably the most iconic on the planet, the giant panda.
They come from the chilly mountains of western China, where they face challenges to survive.
Now, they may be big black and white now, but when they're first born, they're actually only about 15 centimeters long and actually bright pink.
And it's amazing to think they don't actually open their eyes for the first 6 weeks of their life. Even though they're so iconic, giant pandas have been a threatened species for a number of years now. And not so long ago, they were nearly extinct, with just over 1,000 left in the wild.
Their numbers were really on the decline, to a point where they were an endangered species for a long, long time.
Due to habitat destruction and poaching, it looked like we might lose them forever.
But through the fantastic work that good zoos and conservation organisations have been doing together, there are now almost double the number of pandas back in the wild. And those numbers are still growing. Giant pandas are an amazing animal species, and we hope they're going to be around for generations to come.
At this zoo in the heart of Belgium, the penguins live in an ultra-cool habitat. And I'm still trying to work out why Keeper Mathieu gave me this wetsuit earlier. Hang on a minute, is that a merman?
Can you come in, Ron? Oh, I don't know. I'll just clean out here.
I'll leave getting in the water to the professionals. Every section of the zoo is kept in tip-top condition by a top team of cleaners.
I'm happy I'm on the outside and not in there. The water's only 1.3 degrees.
With the glass clean, it's time to help Matthew spread the snow around the habitat before our final job of the day, giving the penguins a health check.
So, Matthew, what are we doing with the scales?
So we're trying to weigh the penguins, and in particularly Fiona.
Okay.
We want to make sure she's still in good shape because we had some doubt about if she had lost some weight or not.
To call the penguins, I get to use the whistle again. The penguins are identified by little rings on their flippers, and first to step up onto the scales is Voldemort.
Good boy. Okay. Okay, super. Reinforce him. So Voldemort is 5 kilo, 300 grams. That's perfect.
In comparison, the little rockhoppers weigh around 2.5 kilograms, and the mighty king penguins weigh in at a whopping 17 kilograms. Next, it's Fiona's turn.
So Fiona, she's 5 kilos, 750.
Fiona has gained 50 grams since she was last weighed, and Mathieu is content she's in good shape.
We've seen some truly awesome animals here at the zoo that have adapted to life in the cold. But there's one legendary species that I'm desperate to meet, and it comes from the freezing Arctic.
These animals are the marvels of the marine world. They snort and bellow loudly, a little bit like Aaron. They have long tusks and whiskery faces. Their Latin name is Odobanus rosmarus, which means tooth-walking seahorse. Any ideas? Well, it's the walrus, and they have 6 here at the zoo, and I'm off to meet them.
Walruses live in the Arctic in herds that can include thousands of animals. Their huge size comes from a steady diet of small sea creatures, and I'm helping their keeper Nicholas feed the dominant male.
This is Garrick, and he just hoovers it up. He is incredible.
He's 13 years old, and he's a really, really nice animal.
Nicholas is an animal behaviourist who specialises in cold weather animals. Each day he gives the walruses a once-over to make sure they're happy and healthy.
Oh, wow, he just wants a belly rub. Walruses are perfectly adapted to the cold environments. They have a thick layer of skin around their neck, and the layer below that is fat, which keeps them nice and warm.
Like elephants, they have ivory tusks which they use to protect themselves from predators and to haul themselves onto the ice, a bit like ski poles. Garrick has protective metal tips on his tusks so he doesn't injure himself or the other walruses here at the zoo. They also have some rather cool facial hair.
Oh my word, look at your whiskers.
They're really sensitive.
They're actually quite sharp. Good job. There we are.
Their whiskers help them detect food at the bottom of the ocean. Sadly, commercial hunting of walruses for their fat and ivory tusks has depleted the population, and walruses are now classed as vulnerable to extinction. So the zoo was delighted when a couple of years ago, their largest walrus, Tanya, gave birth to a baby called Floki. And today, it's time to check Tanya and Floki's weight on a walrus-sized set of weighing scales.
So we're just about to weigh Tanya the walrus, and she is massive. I've never quite seen anything like this. 1,196 kilograms. That is over a ton.
That's the weight of a small car.
Oh, this is the baby Floki. Oh, wow. He is adorable. Hey, Floki. Nice to meet you. How old is he?
Around 2 years.
So Floki is weighing a massive 400 kilograms at 2 years old. I weigh 70 kilos and I'm an adult. That's huge. He's so cute. Hello. How are we doing?
Walruses might look cumbersome on land, but in water, it's a different story. They use their flippers to propel themselves gracefully and can dive to depths of up to 500 meters.
This really is one cool character who certainly knows how to survive and thrive in the wild, cold extremes.
We've loved our visit to this Belgian zoo, meeting cool creatures with amazing adaptations.
And seeing the groundbreaking work being done here to protect endangered species from cold weather climates and from all over the world.
Hey Ty, how's it going?
I got a waffle.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Well, handily for you. I've got a spare, just for you.
Ooh. Thank you very much.
Oh, waffles! Can I have one? Well, Cam, seeing as we've been learning all about cold weather animals today, here's an extra cool waffle.
Oh, thank you so much. I've been wanting this all day.
Can we have some?
Hey!
Oh.
My waffle. Stay away.
And you're not having any either.